What's up? Just had something on my mind. Certainly after the festivities over this previous, weekend, and we had a great stream. I think was that well, we streamed both days, Saturday and Sunday, and I think it was Sunday where, yeah, the Sunday morning stream. We talked a lot about ISOM and one of the customers, and looking at the chat and reading what these guys, some of the guys were saying as we're going through some of the festivities that happened in the previous weekend was centered around, hey, remember, Eric, why you're doing this, and you're not supposed to be holding our hand. We get it. If someone else doesn't, that's kind of on them, and it was certainly humbling. And I figured that you know just to be transparent, and my psychology kind of behind that, and what's going on in my mind. Even I need the reminder that, look, that's who this is for. The Rippaverse is for the customers. It's not about impressing peers. It's not about doing things in a certain way because or a certain format that maybe other people would prefer I do it. It's not about trying to replicate exactly what someone else did. It's not about, you know, someone thinking that maybe if they had the following or the support or the interest and intrigue that maybe I have with this company, what they would do if they had, like, it's not even about any of that stuff. And even I kind of get lost in the sauce, if you will. And I really need to do a better job kind of focusing on exactly that. And yeah, to you guys. It's not that, obviously that's the number one principle. Number one code of ethic is respecting the customer. So this isn't necessarily about respecting the customer, but there are things that we talked about with the second and third code of ethics that, as well as the launch trailer, in which I need to be holding living up to my end of the bargain there. And that's like the hand holding stuff. So I know it can be a little difficult, certainly for a person like me who is confrontational, and a person like me that really loves to argue, as far as if it's something I'm passionate about, and this is my own work, and I feel there's somebody's incorrect or something is incorrect. One of the things that I will end up doing is trying to give, for one, obviously we don't need to be giving anybody the benefit of the doubt that acts in bad faith. That's first and foremost. And it's not like I haven't been following that, but more so it's like I can't allow the back and forth to get in the way of what it is that I committed to. And for example, the fun of comics is not being able to hold your hand. And what I am doing, I need to be catching myself, because when I get into this, someone, and maybe they're acting in bad faith, and they're like, yeah, this is, I didn't get this, or I didn't understand that, or this isn't what he did. And I'm like, well, no, we gave you a cue. I shouldn't be spelling that out, because the whole point is that I'm not doing that for them. I'm doing it for the customers. I'm not holding their hand. And if they get it, really, that's all that matters. What the hell am I wasting time on this stuff? So, a little self-reflection there. And that's really what this video is again, just all about transparency, is that, never, never forget who exactly it is that you're doing this for. And I'm doing this for you guys. I'm doing this for there's aspects that I can put myself in the seat of the reader and the audience, because you kind of have to if you're going to make anything decent. Definitely, if you're going to make money off of it, you can't just look at it through your own lens. You have to look at it through the lens of the actual customer. And I use the term customer because I am not talking about people or a person that just has their own, like, preference, or would like something to be done a certain way. I'm actually speaking to those that are willing buyers, and we're keeping them around, and our attempts is to keep them around for years, like they're truly invested into it. No ulterior motives. No, hey, I'm a creator, you're a creator, or hey, I would come at it from this. Not that stuff. I'm talking about like the genuine customers. And even me, I say all the time, like, if there's gonna be if you're talking about a group of people that you're gonna listen to, if you're prioritizing your peers over your customers, there's something that's a mistake. But even I can use the reminder that, yeah, it's a show sometimes, as far as being a showman, and you want to make things entertaining. You want to talk about things. You have topics. Definitely when you're in the content creation space, you want to talk about things, but you can't, and I can't let that get in the way of what I've committed myself to. So, I'm peeping game as well, kind of on what's riding on this company and how people are wanting. They have their own motives with how they want things to go, and I'm gonna be far more. I'm gonna be far more attentive to my actions. Let's just say that. And prioritizing you guys, the customers, over really anything anybody says. And I've probably talked way too much about ISOM 1 as far as the actual story that is, it's kind of contrary to the commitment. And it's that it's not about holding the reader's hand. The fun is the theorizing. The fun is the nuggets that we left. And like I said, if 99% of my audience gets something and somebody else doesn't, that's not, why on earth would I even entertain that as a possibility that I've maybe done something that should be, let's say, incorrect. So, for me, it's that's what it's about, and I will be more cautious and more mindful of that. And that's something that everybody else's other creatives can learn as well. Remember who you're doing it for. Every last critic, professional critic, every last peer can think a certain kind of way. They can love it, and your audience can absolutely hate it. They can despise something, and your audience can absolutely love it. Who do you listen to more? And I make the argument that it's a no-brainer. It's your customers. And even I should be more mindful of, hey, man, you made what are you doing? You made $3.7 million. You gained interest. You according to surveys, people enjoyed it thoroughly. They are very, very into it. And what else? What am I doing? Why would I even hear? Why am I hearing anybody out other than the people that are responsive to it? And the people that are going to be the people that this is for. This is who we're building the sandbox for, is the customers. It's not for my own ego. It's not for someone else's ego that also is a creative or a professional critic, where this is just what I do. It's the rules. Fuck the rules. Let's do it for the customers. And like I said, it's a little self-reflection. Even I can do a better job there.
If you enjoyed this video and want to support other content, please become a member at ericdjuly.com. This is my own unique platform that replaced my Patreon. Our Ultramax, which is our highest tier, gets free shipping domestically, even with Rippaverse orders, and are able to redeem the Creators Edition copy of ISOM #1. You can move up and down tiers or cancel at any time. Also visit Rippaverse.com. This is my comic book company that launched a $3.7 million campaign. We appreciate your support.